What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Zeb, and welcome to Tuesday Night Virtual Life Study. I am glad to be with you tonight, and so grateful for your virtual presence with us. It's Tuesday, and I certainly pray that God has been good to you this week, that He has been blessing you and everything concerning you. I have certainly been praying for you, and definitely hope you've been praying for me. And excited about the Word tonight, excited about getting into the Word that I'm going to teach tonight. It's a very practical message that I'm going to share with you. That really you can apply to any part of your life in a significant way. And so I'm going to get into it tonight. I'm going to try to stick to my schedule as much as possible. So let's get into this. I want to go through my networks quickly. Tonight, we're only streaming on 3 networks. And so I want to get through our 3 networks really quickly. And then I want to get right into the Word tonight. Facebook, good evening to you. It's good to see you virtually. And thank you, Facebook, for tuning in. Do me a favor. I want you to hit that like button, hold it down, turn it to a love button. And then I want you to hit that @ symbol and tag 5 people quickly and tell them to tune in to tonight's message. It's going to be a powerful message, and I can't wait to share it with you. And I'm so grateful, Facebook, for you tuning in. Fill it up with hearts. I want to see a heart for every person on Facebook that signed in. I want to see a heart there. I want you to hit that @ symbol and tag 5 people and tell them to tune in. And I promise you tonight's going to bless you in a tremendous way. Instagram, good evening to you. It's good to see you virtually. Wow, our number is moving fast tonight. Instagram is on time. But it's good to see you virtually tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor. Would you fill it up with hearts? Let me know you're tuned in tonight, that you're watching us. And then also, would you hit that @ symbol like many of you are already starting to do. And I want you to tag 5 people quickly. Tell them to tune in. Invite somebody. Share this broadcast with somebody who may be struggling to figure out their purpose, find their purpose, or who may know their purpose and just don't have the strength and the guts to go after it. This message is going to bless them, going to bless you in a tremendous way. So Instagram, thank you again for tuning in. Fill it up with hearts. Let me know you're tuned in. And then hit that @ symbol. I want you to invite 5 people quickly to tune in and share with us. Finally, YouTube, welcome tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Those of you that are tuned in via YouTube, I really appreciate you sharing with us tonight. If you would, on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you can find us on YouTube and all of our archived messages at TheREHABCC. That's at TheREHABCC. And so if you ever want to go back and go through all of the messages, you can go on YouTube and even see messages from when we were in the building. And I believe those messages will be a blessing to you. But again, YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, hold it down. And then also hit that comment, that subscribe button, and then hit the comments. And let us know that you're in there. Invite somebody, share the link with someone, tell them to tune in, and I promise you it'll be a blessing tonight. Listen, I got 7:12. I'm going to get started in 60 seconds. And so I'm going to talk to all 3 networks as you are inviting people tonight for tonight's message. I want you to know that I am praying for you. I'm rooting for you, and certainly believing that God's going to do some great and tremendous things in your life. And I hope you believe that as well. I want you to know that you can't die until you get it, that you cannot fade away, pass away until God does everything that He promises you in your life. And I want you to be encouraged by that. I don't care how hard things get. I don't care how difficult the moment may seem. You're in the right place at the right time. And you're really positioned for God to do some great things in your life. He has not forgotten you. You ain't got but one job, and that's to trust Him. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. When you trust in Him, He always makes everything all right. And I want you to be encouraged tonight to know it. Now, you got 15 seconds. I've been giving you organ talk. You got 15 seconds to invite somebody. I want you to hit that @ symbol, invite somebody. Our numbers are low tonight. It's a beautiful day today. I was able to get 4 quick miles in today. Very gorgeous day. And so hit that @ symbol, invite 5 people. I want to go ahead and continue on. I want to really get into the Word tonight so that I can take my time, get through these points, and get us out at a decent time. All right. So fill it up with hearts, whatever network you're on. Hit the like, love button, whatever network you're on. Share this video, whatever network you're on. And let's get right into it. Tonight, I am talking from the subject, go after it. All right. So you can put that in the comments, go after it. That's what we're going to talk about. And in essence, we're going to talk about the 3 benefits of going after your passions. All right. There are 3 benefits I'm going to give you to going after your passions. And I've been doing a lot of thinking about this over the last couple of weeks. And it's funny, the Bible really has answers for really everything that you can imagine or think of. And it even deals with this too. It deals with passions, and it deals with goals, and it deals with ambition and dreams and purpose, just like it does any other topic you can think of. But tonight I want to give you 3 benefits of going after your passions. And you can really apply this to your personal life. You can apply this to your career. You can apply this to really anything that has any type of purpose connected to it. And so I believe tonight is going to be very powerful. And I want to share it with you. I want to give you 3 benefits of going after your passions. We're going to talk about going after it and what that looks like. Now, let me give you a Bible verse so it makes you feel okay. And that is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3 is a verse that I've read a million times, literally. But I never saw the verse like I saw it about 2 nights ago. It's crazy. I was studying about 2 nights ago, and I saw this verse in a way I never saw it before. Look at this. Proverbs 16, verse 3. New Living Translation says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. I'm going to read it again. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Now, this is important. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish whose plans? Your plans. Now, many of us have read this, and we've read it, whether we consciously realize it or not. We've read this verse under the guise of thinking that God's going to establish his plans. It didn't say his plans. It said he's going to establish your plans. This is very important. Play on words is critical, because he's saying, the verse is saying here that if you commit to the Lord, whatever it is you want to do, if you commit it to him, then he's going to take it and establish your plans to be successful in it. This is making sense, right? And so whatever it is that you want to do, he says, just do me one favor, commit it to me, right? You want to start a business, commit it to me. You want to, start a different career, commit it to me. You want to write the book, commit it to me. You want the dream relationship, commit it to me. Commit it to me, and then I'm going to establish your plans. In other words, because I love you so much, if you commit to me what it is that you desire, if you commit to me what it is that you feel like is your purpose, your passion, then if you just give it to me, I'm going to give you the roadmap to help you get there. Okay. And this is a powerful verse. All right. And it's powerful because it really speaks to the fact that above everything else, God's desire for all of us is to prosper. His desire for you is to prosper. Bible says not only does he want you to prosper, he wants you to be in good health even as your soul prospers. His desire is for you to prosper. And all you really have to do is give your desires to him. Give your desires, give your purpose, give your plans, give your passions to him. He's going to create a roadmap and make it happen for you. Now, what is a passion? A passion is a desire that awakens your energy and sustains your focus. I want you to record this. I feel like I'm doing a TED Talk. Not yet, but it's coming. A desire that awakens your energy and sustains your focus. That's how I would define passion. A passion. If somebody says to me, Dr. Talley, how would you define a passion? How would you tell somebody what their passion is? If they say to you, I don't know how to define a passion, what does that mean? It is a desire that awakens your energy and sustains your focus. Whatever the passion is, it's going to awaken your energy. It's going to sustain your focus. In other words, you're going to be excited about doing it when you do it. And then you're going to have sustained focus to be able to keep it up, because it ain't going to feel like work. It's going to feel like second nature. When somebody's working a job that is their passion, they don't go to work and feel like they're going to work every day. They feel like they're going towards something that connects to their purpose, that connects to their passion, that connects to whatever it is that they feel like they've been designed to do, right? And so because of that, when they get to work, they don't get tired. When they get to work, they don't ever want to leave. When they get to work, they ain't worried about not being focused on the task ahead. It's easy for them to focus because they're doing something that aligns with who they are, right? That aligns with their overall life's goal and purpose. And so that's what a passion is. It is a desire that you have that awakens your energy and sustains your focus. If it ain't keeping your energy high, if it ain't keeping your attention, it's not your passion. Okay? If it does not keep your attention, energy high, if it does not sustain your focus, it's not your passion. It might pay you good, but it ain't your passion. You know, it might give you a sexy job title, but it's not your passion, right? Your passion actually, and I was telling a young lady this last week, I was doing a coaching call and was telling her the same thing. Listen, you're going after careers thinking about how you're going to pay your bills. And the reality is you can get a career that pays your bill and still hate going to work every day. And the reason that's the case is because good money doesn't always necessarily, in the beginning, let me give the caveat, in the beginning, good money doesn't always necessarily translate to a passion. Now, I believe this, that when you go after your passion, money finds you. I'm a living witness. I ain't telling you something I've heard. When you go after your passion, whether it's your passion in your career, whether it's your passion in your purpose, whether it's a passion in something you want to start or establish, if you go after your passion and it truly is your passion, you ain't got to worry about resources. Resources are going to find you. Resources are going to track you down. Resources are going to trace you down. And so many of us are so busy trying to chase a bag that we're not chasing our purpose, right? And you have to chase your purpose. Chase the purpose and your bag is going to find you every single time. It may take some time, but it always finds you. Why? Because when you chase your passion, what are you going to do? You're going to put your energy in it. What are you going to do? You're going to have sustained focus in doing. You ain't going to be quick to quit. You ain't going to just work 8 to 5. You're going to take the work home and you're going to work on it at home. You're going to work on it before work. You're going to work on it on weekends. It's going to consume who you are because it's your passion. And many people are not being successful in their careers, successful in their relationships, connections, whatever, because they have things that are safe and not things that are passions. And I heard something, I was listening to a motivational talk today while I was doing some yard things. And I heard a saying, and I cannot remember who it was contributed to, but it was one of the most powerful things I've ever heard. And the irony is I wasn't looking for this. I was actually listening to a tape on something else. And the guy cuts out and he starts talking about goal chasing and passion chasing. And I love when that happens, especially when there's some alignment with what I'm about to teach, because it really just confirms things for me, that I'm hearing right, that I'm moving in the right direction. But the guy narrating said something that was powerful. He said, the path that's safe always leads to death. That thing shook me up. I was moving that lawnmower and I had to stop it. He said the path that is safe is guaranteed to lead to death. That thing shook me up. And what he was getting at is there ain't no real energy or effort necessary in safety when it comes to passions, when it comes to goals, when it comes to dreams. See, you think, and some of this is generational too. My PhD is in generational research, or my research is in generational studies. And so, some of this is generational too. Many of our parents and grandparents and great-great-parents stayed on jobs, for years. They never switched jobs. They were, in a certain, with a certain company or organization for 30, 40 years. They retired there, got the gold jacket, all of that stuff. They didn't move. And some of this is generational. It's what made that generation a little bit more stable. It's what made that generation a little bit more consistent. That generation spoke of things like, if you be faithful unto death, God will give you a crown of life. You don't hear that no more. Folk are barely faithful beyond their options. Okay, so it's a different time. It's a different generation. But that generation, would work jobs and careers for forever and would not switch. And it was taboo to just leave a job for another one. But I want to say to you that the path that's safe is going to lead to death. It's a sure death. There is nothing. There is nothing exciting, invigorating, energetic, passionate about a safe path. And some of you have not stepped out on faith to go after and pursue the things that you want to do. Pursue the jobs you want to go after. Pursue the businesses you want to create, because it's more safe for you not to try. It's more safe for you to stay where you are for 25, 30 years and get a gold jacket. It's safe. And all I'm saying to you is your passion is who you are, and it lives at the core of who you believe. You can play it safe, but I'm telling you something. Play it safe all you want to. When you got a passion inside of you and that passion has been awakened, you can play it safe, but you're going to live a boring, dull, inefficient, unproductive, and unfruitful life. Playing it safe. And so our passion is our purpose. It's a reflection of how we perceive our destiny. It's a reflection of a space that we feel like we belong in. And all I'm saying to you is you've got to get comfortable going after your passion. You've got to get comfortable going after the thing that awakens your energy, going after the thing that sustains your focus, going after the thing that keeps your interest over time. Going after the thing that you don't get bored with, right? You've got to be willing to go after that, because that's where the blessing is. Now, again, the verse is powerful because it says, Proverbs 16:3, commit to the Lord whatever you do, he will establish your plans. God does not choose our passions. He only gives us gifts. This revelation was just powerful the other night. Listen to me. God does not choose your passions. He only provides your gifts. So every gift you got the gift of singing, you got the gift of talking, you got the gift of cooking, you got the gift of being nosy, whatever your gift is. God only supplies your gifts. He doesn't choose your passions. He doesn't choose the things that you are passionate about or interested in. He doesn't do it. You're not a robot. He doesn't do that. He gives you gifts. He doesn't choose your passions. And so he gives you the ability to do. That's a gift. He gives you the ability to do, but he gives you the choice to decide. This is good, man. Are y'all listening to me? God gives you the ability to do, but gives you the choice to decide, right? He gives you the choice to decide. And you can't ever forget this. Yes, he gives you gifts. Yes, he gives you abilities. He gives you the ability to do. He gives you the ability to become, but he gives you the choice to decide what you're going to do. And this explains how people underachieve in life. You don't remember nothing I say to you over the next 20 minutes. I need you to remember this. The reason why people underachieve in their life is because they possess major abilities but make poor choices. Man, I feel like teaching now. I'm woke. Are y'all listening to me? The reason why people underachieve in their life is because they have major gifts, but they make poor choices. And it's proved that you can have all of the giftedness in the world and all of the ability in the world. But if you decide the safe path, if you decide the path where there's hardly no pressure and it's easy, you can get a couple of things, but you will never understand what real success is. There are a lot of people that are underachievers, not because they don't have abilities, but because they made poor choices with the abilities that they have, right? It's funny, as a former athlete, it's funny, you would think watching, like we're in the middle of March Madness. I think they've got 2 more games tonight to decide the Final Four. So as soon as I log off, I'm going to try to jump on and catch the games. But, it's so funny, being a former basketball player, I can tell you this. You would think that most of the best college basketball players play at the big schools. It's not true. A lot of the best basketball players play at some of the smaller D2, D3 schools, unknown schools. You ain't never heard of them. You don't know where the schools are. And they got the same level of ability. The difference is, whether it's academically, socially, whatever, they made a different set of choices. Yeah, maybe it was in their working out and their commitment to their craft. They made a different set of choices. And I'm telling you, nothing grieves my heart more than to see a very gifted, able person make poor choices. Because your giftedness and your ableness does not change your ability to make good choices. If it were that simple, there will be a whole lot more millionaires. If it were that simple, it would be a whole lot more successful people. And so giftedness does not translate necessarily to success. What translates to success and happiness and fulfillment is having ability, but then making the choice to operate in those abilities and making good choices with those abilities, right? This is why some of you are settling even in your relationships. Some of you know what it means to be in a good relationship and know what it takes to be in a good relationship, and you got all the ability, but you make bad choices. And see, you can have all the ability in the world, but when you make bad choices, you end up with C's instead of A's. You end up with 5s instead of 10s. See, giftedness and ability and know-how is only part of the game. The other part of this is making choices. And so I don't want you to be an underachiever in this season, in no season of your life. I don't want you to be an underachiever. I want you to recognize that when God gives you gifts, he gave you gifts. That's great. Now, he's giving you the ability to figure out what your passion is, what drives you, what motivates you, what energizes you, right? Again, Proverbs 16:3, commit whatever you do to me, but then I'm going to establish your plans. I ain't going to make up your plans for you. I'm going to establish your plans if you commit whatever it is to me that you want to do. And so we've got to stop underachieving and being people that are highly gifted, highly talented, highly able, but make poor choices and end up with poor results, poor careers, poor relationships, poor connections, because in all of our giftedness, we just made bad choices. Is this making sense to anybody? All right. And so that's what we got to do. Now, real quick, I want to give you 3 benefits of going after your passions. I'm going to give you 3 benefits of going after your passions. I hope y'all writing notes in here. Our numbers are real low tonight, but that's okay. Hope you're writing notes tonight. Somebody's going to catch the replay. They're going to really be blessed by this. I'm making a lot of noise. I want to give you 3 benefits of going after your passions. All right. When you go after your passions, there are 3 benefits you will receive almost instantly. Okay. 3 benefits you will always receive almost instantly when you go after your passions. All right. Benefit number 1. This is especially, I like this kind of message for those of you that are on the fence, right? You're thinking about starting a job, but you're working a comfortable. You're thinking about starting the business, but you're working a comfortable job. You're thinking about relocating, somewhere to start a new life, but you're comfortable in your whole hometown where you've grown up for all your life. Like, this message really motivates me because even in the coaching that I do with clients that I have, I like talking to people about going after your passion because it takes guts to go after your passion. It takes guts to step out of the norm of what people want for you to go after what you desire. It takes guts. And a lot of people talk a big game, but they ain't got no guts. They don't have the strength. They don't have the fortitude to be able to go after the things that they desire, and have the courage to do it, right? And so I'm going to give you 3 benefits of going after your passions. When you go after your passions, these 3 things are going to happen. All right. Benefit number 1. You ready? It ensures your total joy and complete happiness. Going after your passions ensures your total joy and complete happiness. When you go after your passions, I can assure you, you're going to have total joy and complete happiness. Listen to me. The quickest way to happiness is not convenience or money. The quickest way to happiness is alignment with your desires. The quickest way to happiness is alignment with your purpose. The quickest way to happiness is alignment with your calling. I don't care what your purpose is. I don't care what your calling is. I don't care what your dream business is. Whatever it is it doesn't matter to me. The quickest way to alignment The quickest way to a state of total joy and complete happiness is when you align your actions with your desires. When you align your decisions with your desires, then you start going to the job every day and it don't feel like a job. It really feels like your purpose. It really feels like your passion. It really feels like you're going after what you desire every single day. And that's a totally different feeling. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced that before. I have. Working a job that does not align with your dreams or your passions may even pay you well, may even take care of you well, but you eventually hit a place. If you anything about your passion and about your goals, you eventually end up hitting a place where it's just not enough. Like the money just isn't enough. The schedule just isn't enough. The convenience just isn't enough. The tenure just isn't enough. And so the quickest way to happiness is not through convenience. It's not through what's easy or comfortable or safe. It's not through what pays you the most. That's not the quickest way to happiness. The quickest way to happiness is to align with your desires. In other words, let your behavior line up with what you want. And when your behavior lines up with what you want or what you desire, you find alignment, and then in turn, you find true purpose. You end up going after your passion, and in turn, you find complete happiness, total joy. You get up in the morning, you go to work. It don't feel like you're going to work. It feels like you're going to the playground to hang out. It feels like you're going on vacation. Every day in the office feels like vacation. Every day in the relationship feels like vacation, right? Because you have pursued something that aligns with your passion. All right. That's benefit one. Benefit two. I'm rolling, y'all. I hope y'all catching this. Benefit number two. The second benefit of going after your passion is this. It creates a lane for abundance. Benefit number two, going after your passion creates a lane for abundance. Benefit two, going after your passion creates a lane for abundance. When you go after your passion, anytime you flow in your purpose, anytime you flow with your passions and your desires, you become attractive to opportunities. I want to say this again. If you make the step of faith and go after your purpose and start flowing in your purpose, and start flowing in the lane of your desires, and start flowing in the lane of the things that you've been called to do, not what you necessarily got a degree in, not what you necessarily got experience in, but what you've been called to do. When you start flowing in what you've been called to do, opportunities start finding you. Y'all not listening to me. This message is way better, Elder, than they saying amen. I know it is. Are y'all listening to me? You start finding opportunities when you begin to flow in your purpose. You create a lane for abundance. That lane that you're in opens you up to a world of abundance. And before you know it, the path that you've carved becomes more fruitful and more productive than the path that you were used to. Let me explain it this way. Let me try to explain it in a simple way, because I may not be explaining it well tonight. Let me try to explain this a simple way. And I'm taking this from personal experience. I'm not telling you something I've never done. All right. This is from personal experience. If you leave a job, say you leave a job and you take another job. You take another job or career for another organization. And when you left the job that you left, let's say you left $20,000, right? So taking your new job was a $20,000 pay cut, but the new job was directly aligned, like you like working with children. So it was directly aligned with you working with elementary, children. You like working with elementary children with special needs. So this job allows you to work with elementary school children with special needs in the environment that you're looking for, in the industry that you're looking for. It's the perfect fit. It's just $20,000 less. Now, let me tell you how most people approach this situation. How most people approach this decision, they say, well, let me figure out, let me get out my notebook and figure out my bills and say I'm gonna have to pay this, and I gotta get this done, and this gonna have to be covered. And I gotta do this and do. It's going to be a little tight. I mean, I can do it, but I ain't going to have a lot of money left over. So I might as well just stay where I'm at. And for most people, that is the extent of the decision-making process. It's a process that's based in convenience or money or finances or comfort. But let me tell you something. I have left jobs and taken upwards of $45,000 pay cuts. I've told Rehab this story. They know I'm telling the truth. I'm not making this up. I know it's like to take a $45,000 pay cut and be in an environment that directly aligns with my purpose, that directly aligns with my passions. And this is the God's honest truth. Every dime I've ever lost, I made it back. Every single dime I've ever lost, making a move like that, I made it back. You know why? Because when your moves align with your purpose, you create a lane of abundance. I took this cut for this particular job I'm thinking about and took a $45,000 cut, and I'm sitting in this job and I'm like, Lord Jesus, how in the world am I going to make it? But this is my passion. And before you know it, I'm working the job. I'm meeting people find out who I am. Oh, you do this, you motivational speech, you're a coach. I want you to come talk to my association. We need a keynote speaker. Before you know it, I'm being booked to speak at conferences. I'm being booked to speak at events, do workshops. And before you know it, I didn't close the gap on the $45,000 in a couple of months. Y'all not listening. I'm telling you what I know. So you can be scared if you want to and not go after your purpose and passion because the money don't look right. But I'm just telling you, the second benefit going after your passion is that it creates a lane of abundance. It puts you in a place where opportunities start finding you. It puts you in a place where new ideas and you become the answer to needs and ideas. And before you know it, everything that you thought you sacrificed or lost, you end up getting that back and more. Abundance is one of the most powerful words that exist because abundance simply means more than enough. Are you listening to me? Abundance means more than enough. And so when you go after your passion, God puts you in a lane called more than enough, where even if on the surface, it looks like you took a cut, it looks like you took a step back. Nah, you didn't take a step back. You just became a rubber band. He pulled you backwards. And the further back he pulls you, when he releases you, the further forward you go. That's how operating in your passion goes. You feel like you're taking steps back, but you end up in a lane that aligns with your purpose, that aligns with your passion. And in turn, you end up in a space called abundance. All right. So that's the second benefit of going after it. Again, benefit one, it ensures your total joy and complete happiness. Benefit two, it creates a lane for abundance. And the third and final benefit going after your passion is this. Y'all ain't gonna believe this, but it's true. You ready? It eliminates the chance for failure. Going after your passion eliminates the chance for failure. In other words, you can't fail when you go after your passion. I don't care what your passion is. I don't care what your purpose is. I don't care if it's a job. I don't care if it's a person, a relationship, whatever. I don't care what it is. You can't fail if you go after your passion. You can't fail if you go after your purpose. It's impossible to fail. It's impossible to fail. See, you simply can't fail when you go after what you love. When you pursue remember how we defined passion earlier? When you pursue the thing that awakens your energy, when you pursue the thing that sustains your focus, when you pursue the thing that grinds your gears and gets you in the mood and gets you going, when you pursue that thing, you can't fail. When you pursue the thing that you love, that's connected to your purpose and path, you simply can't fail. And see, what many of you don't even realize is you don't want to go after your passion. You don't want to start the job because your greatest fear is what? I'm going to fail. Can't leave this job. I can't leave this, constant paycheck and go out here and start this. I can't leave this job I've been on for 15 years and go start a new job and start all over. I can't do that. And what you don't even realize is you simply can't fail when you go after what you love. Because when you go after what you love, you're going to have a path of abundance carved out for you. Your purpose is going to start to align with your behavior. And when your purpose starts to align with your behavior, you become unstoppable. You can't be stopped when your behavior and the things you do and the things you practice aligns with your purpose. You simply can't stop. When your gifts and your abilities align with your choices, you can't be stopped. You can't be stopped. When your gifts and abilities align with your choices, you can't be stopped. You cannot. And so I'm just saying to you, go after your passion and don't worry about failing. If you're in the space that aligns with your passion, you can't fail. If you're in the space that aligns with the thing that you feel like your life is committed to, the purpose you feel like your life is committed to, if you go after that, you commit it to God. Remember, Proverbs 16:3, you commit that purpose, passion, goal to God, commit it to him, and then he's going to do what? He's going to establish your plans. He said, give me what you want to do, and I'm going to help you get this thing going. Are y'all listening? See, you thought God was mad at you. You thought God didn't want you to go after the things that keep you up at night. You thought God didn't want you to go after the things that light a fire in your spirit. No, he does want you to go. All he asks is one thing: give them to me. Give it to me so I can show you how to execute. Good God from Zion. Are y'all listening to me? He says, give it to me and I'm going to show you the blueprint. I ain't going to change your plans. They belong to you. Look at it. Proverbs 16, verse 3, the B clause, and he will establish your plans. It's your plans. This is your passion. This is your desire. It belongs to you. He just says, give it to me, and I'm going to help you establish what it is you want to do. It's powerful, which means when you go after your passion, you've given them over to God, you can't fail, y'all. You cannot fail. Go after your passion. Go after your purpose. I promise you, you cannot fail under any circumstances. So quit worrying about if the business is going to work. Quit worrying about leaving the job you've been there for 15, 20, 100 years. Quit worrying about that stuff. Quit worrying about pursuing relationships and connections and friendships that make you happy. Worrying about if it's going to, quit worrying about that foolishness. Go after your purpose and passion, and then watch God work out the rest. All he wants you to do is give it to him. Give it to him. Let him figure it out. He's going to establish your plans. He's going to establish the way for you to make it happen. This blessed anybody tonight? That was good and fast. That was what, about 35 minutes. Good teaching. This blessed anybody tonight? I can talk about this all night. This really aligns with, if you can't tell, this really aligns with one of my passions. One of my passions is career coaching. I do a lot of career coaching and professional development with folks, and I do this for a living. I do a lot of counseling people and helping them figure out what their passion is. It really works me up when I'm working with somebody and the light comes on. Yep, this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to go do it. It's a beautiful thing when people figure out what their purpose is. And so I can talk about this all night because this is what I do for real, for real. But I hope this blessed you tonight. I hope it made you take a step back and say, wait a minute, maybe I need to reconsider this idea of going after what drives me, what motivates me, because I'm telling you, when you do, you end up in a sweet spot. You can't be stopped. Like, you end up in the spot where you're going to be happy. You're going to be joyful. You end up in the spot where you're going to be in a lane of abundance, where opportunities are going to find you. They're going to trace you down. And you end up in the spot where, frankly, you just can't fail. When you're in that space of your purpose and passion, you simply cannot fail. This bless anybody tonight? Listen, I want you to type your prayer requests in the comments quickly. I want to pray for you. I want to pray for you really quickly tonight. I want to pray for you tonight. And if you've got a prayer request, put it in the comments. If you've got a prayer request that nobody can see, email it to info@rehabcc.org. Subject line prayer request, and we'll get that email request, and we'll be sure to add it to our prayer request list. Listen, I've been praying for you all week long. 4:45, I'm up. And so if you're up at 4:40, 4:45, in fact, this week I've been up early. Like, I've been getting up at like 2:30. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been getting up at like 2:30 and can't go back to sleep. And Pastor ain't never had no sleeping problems, but can't go back to sleep. So I just stay on up. So that's probably why my eyes look like they about half closed now, because Pastor's going to be in the bed in a little while, like an old man. But let me tell you something. I am up every morning, and it just gives me so much pleasure, so much joy to pray for you, pray for your situation, pray for your circumstance. So listen, you got 40 seconds right now to put your prayer requests in the comments. Come on, hurry. I'm starting to see them slow, but I need you to put them in the comments. Come on, quickly. I need you to put your prayer requests in the comments right now. Come on, hurry, quickly. You got 35 seconds. We're going to auction this off. Come on, Facebook, y'all slow. Instagram's on the move. You're more than welcome, my friend. Instagram's on the move. I want you to put your prayer requests in the comments quickly. Come on, hurry. Type your prayer requests because we're getting ready to pray. We're going to get out of here tonight. I want you to enjoy your evening. I'm so grateful that you tuned in. I hope this message was a word for you, that it blessed you in a tremendous way. My prayer, while some of you are thinking about what your request is, my prayer for many of you is that you figure out what your passion is, that you figure out what your purpose is, and that you find the courage to go after it. That's my prayer. I ain't no need to walk around miserable. Ain't no need of working jobs you can't stand. Ain't no need of being in relationships with folk you don't like. I want you to find your purpose and passion and go after it. Go after it with everything you have and watch God open doors for you, make ways, create paths, establish plans in your life. Come on, Proverbs 16:30. He's going to establish plans in your life when you make the decision to go after your purpose. I believe that. I ain't just telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I've done. I'm telling you what I've lived. And that's what God wants to do for you. All right? All right, good. I see prayer requests coming. Listen, connect your hands like this as a sign, symbol of faith. Quickly. Quickly. Good. Very good. I'm starting to see some requests, just skimming through them as you're typing. After you've typed your request, I want you to connect your hands like this as a sign, a symbol of faith. I'm getting ready to pray for you right now. All right? We're going to touch and agree just like this. Connect your hands like this. It's a sign, as a symbol of faith. We're getting ready to pray really quickly. Are you ready? Let's pray. Father, in Jesus' name, thank you tonight for this powerful message on finding our passion, finding our purpose, going after it. Help us tonight, God, not to walk in fear or to walk in doubt or anxiety regarding those things that you've called us to have, do, and be. Give us the strength and the courage to go after our calling, to go after our purpose, knowing that if we give these things to you, you will create a path that's clear for us. You'll create a path that's filled with abundance and opportunities. You'll create a path that's not filled with anxiety or worry, but you'll create a path that's filled with sweatless victories, where work won't feel like work, where relationships and connections will feel like paradise, because we've made the conscious decision to go after those things that we desire. If we go after it, God, we believe you to take what we desire and make those things happen for us. I pray tonight, God, that you would give your people the courage, that you would give them the strength to embrace what it is that their passion is, to embrace what it is that their purpose is, and to go after it with everything they have. Now, God, for every prayer request that has come across this chat line, every prayer request that is going to come through replays, as people are watching replays right now, I pray now, God, that you would answer those prayers, that you would make ways, open doors, meet needs. Thank you, God, for how you've moved this week in prayer alone, how you are answering prayers and changing conditions and situations. So tonight, God, I pray that you would see to the needs of your people, that you would bless them, that you would strengthen them, that you would open up the windows of heaven, pour them out a blessing they won't have room to receive, that you might answer every prayer that they have, exceeding and abundantly above all that they could even ask or think. We thank you for these things and count them done. In Jesus' name, amen. Do me a favor. You type in the comments right now. It is so. It is so. Come on, quickly. Type in the comments right now. It is so. It is so. I don't know why this light is so bright tonight. It was just light outside. Now it's dark. Maybe that's why. This light just got real bright. Oh, Pastor. Type in the comments quickly. It is so. It is so. It is so. Come on. If you prayed that prayer, I want you to type in the comments quickly. It is so. It is so. It is so. Listen, we're getting ready to give tonight. We're getting ready to give. I want to challenge you to give as you're typing. It is so. I want to challenge you to give tonight. If this message, if this broadcast has been a blessing to you, I want to challenge you to sow a seed into this ministry. I want to, again, personally thank all of you for how you have given, how you've sown into us over the last year. It's been through your giving that we have walked as a blessed church, and we've been sustained as a blessed church. And I'm so grateful for each of you, how you have given and sacrificed in such a tremendous way. And I want to challenge you tonight to give. If this message blessed you, you can give one of three ways. You can give via Cash App at $REHABCCGIVE. That's $REHABCCGIVE. You can give through our website by visiting www.rehabcc.org. That's www.rehabcc.org. Or you can give through your cell phone by texting REHABWORKS. Text REHABWORKS to 88202. Again, that's REHABWORKS to 88202. And right from your cell phone, you can be a blessing to our ministry in that way. And so I want to challenge you again to give one of these three ways: Cash App, $REHABCCGIVE, website, www.rehabcc.org, or through your cell phone by texting REHABWORKS to 88202. And if you do that, you can give right where you are, and God will indeed be a blessing back to you in a tremendous way. Good measure, pressed down, shaking together, running over. He'll send people in your path of abundance to be a blessing to you because of how you have given to someone else. So I want to challenge you to give tonight in a special way. Listen, I truly hope this message blessed you tonight. I know the time, it seems like the time just really flew by, but this was a powerful message on understanding your passion and purpose, finding the courage to go after it. So I really hope it blessed you in a tremendous way. Do me a favor. If it did, I want you to like this video. I want you to love this video. And then I need you to share this video on your page. I need you to tag 5 people, 10 people. Tell them, hey, you go take a walk tomorrow, put your headphones in, listen to this message on finding your purpose and passion. It's going to bless you in a tremendous way. Make sure you check out the replay, subscribe to our channels, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to those channels. And then I can't wait to see you this Sunday, 9:08 a.m. It is Easter Sunday, I believe. It's Sunday is Easter. I can't believe it. This year is really flying by fast. But Sunday is Easter Sunday, and can't wait to see you here virtually on Sunday, 9:08 a.m. For a fantastic word that I cannot wait to share with you. All right. So again, share this video, like this video. Make sure you tune in this Sunday morning, Easter Sunday, 9:08 a.m. right here at the Rehab Christian Center. And I promise you, God's going to bless you in a tremendous way. All right. I love you guys. I'm out of time, not out of word. I want you to have a fantastic week, fantastic evening. And if nothing else fails, I will see you Sunday morning at 9:08 a.m. All right. Love you guys. I'm praying for you. Have a tremendous week. Peace and blessings.
Thank you for watching the Rehab Christian Center live experience. If this broadcast has been a blessing to you and you would like to be a blessing to our leader, Dr. Zeb Talley III, you can sow a seed into his ministry by Cash App at $Pastor ZT3. It is our prayer that this message of hope encourage, enlighten, and empower you to be better. Please tune in Sunday at 9:08 a.m. for our Sunday morning experience. And as always, be blessed and have a wonderful week.